Just remember, Durst is the worst.
Durst the worst, bitch.
Depends on what's going on for that person in their life.
Like let's say the
homelessness is another big issue that matters to me. So that
let's say the white dude is the white straight cisgendered male is homeless, but we have a black Muslim trans LGBT person who's like lower middle class. Who would you say is more privileged in that instance?
You're making a false equivalency.
Yeah.
You are trying to make a trap question.
I
don't have the thing off the top of my head, but basically, it's all about advantages starting off in life. Yeah.
I'm talking about intersectionality.
Being born poor is going to suck no matter what other qualifiers you have. But being born poor and having other things also getting in the way, you know, like if you're a person of color and suddenly you go to a job interview and someone with the exact same qualifications who's white goes, the odds are the white person's going to get the job. That's why it's
we do have affirmative action in higher education, where actually Asian Americans and white Americans have to score higher on the SATs than a black person to get admitted in a lot of cases. So, I mean.
So what is your point? I mean, there's not enough being done in a lot of different situations.
I'm just saying that's a fact. I mean, and also more women are actually graduating from college. What's that?
What is it you're arguing?
I'm just stating the facts. I mean, I'm trying to get to the bottom of the matter. But you know that more women are graduating.
You're a white male, right?
Yeah, I'm a fucking white male.
Are you? What disadvantages have you had in life that you think would have been better if your circumstances had been different? Like, have you ever gone to a job and lost it to someone who wasn't white? Or
I don't know.
Understand where your
there's no way. There's no possible way for me to verify that. So I don't know.
Okay, so how can you possibly verify that someone with this circumstance or that circumstance is worse off? I mean, it's a
that's my question. Actually, that's the root of my question. Like that's my question for the notion of intersectionality. That you may not understand certain circumstances other than like superficial characteristics, you know what I mean? Their sexual orientation or their gender. Just skin, I would say that like skin color is a superficial characteristic.
Superficial. Are you saying that there actually are no differences, that people are not treated differently based on skin color? The average person.
Well, they shouldn't. If they are, they shouldn't be.
Yeah, but
that's what I mean. I mean, like, but I mean,
what would your ideal world be? That everyone's treated the same, right?
Anyway, but it's really,
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. Even if that's not reality. So what is your?
Do you think that can be a reality? Just everybody is like.
All people have to recognize.
And how would we implement that? Like, would it
not
be?
Not to be called a crazy feminist bitch, but people have to recognize their privilege. And if you are arguing I'm speaking in general. If you are, not you, but like the royal you, walk into a situation and say, you know, oh, white people and black people are treated exactly the same, like that's not true.
No. No, I mean,
but see, you're saying I'm talking in general, and you're taking the stance of, oh, you're attacking me.
No, you're not attacking me. I'm trying to correct the record and say that as far as like college goes, it is true. For instance, more women are attending college and graduating from college than men. That's one instance. Like 60% of
and you're saying that's
bachelor's degrees are females. What's that?
What is your goal in stating this fact?
Well, I think that there's a lot of what do you call it? Financial aid programs and grant programs that are aimed at women, and that's, you know, I'd say it's good.
Like that? That's what I'm asking.
Well, I thought that you wouldn't like that because that's skewing one group over the other.
See, I feel like you're trying to make a trap, and I'm trying to explain it, and it's like I'm running off like 3 hours of sleep, so I'm
running off with no sleep. I flew out here actually to meet up with some buddies and check this whole stuff out.
It's not about the left, at least not a sleep part. Point being, there's other people out there that said it better than me, so I'm trying to paraphrase here. It's about the fact of recognizing the disproportionate advantages that one group has and had over.
Are you guys kind of the end of the march?
We're talking about intersectionality and stuff.
You're on your own crossing the street.
Okay. Well,
I find this interesting, by the way. Thank you for talking to me. So
Well, I run a YouTube channel. I've run a YouTube channel for 10 years.
I do too.
I know, everyone does now.
What is your YouTube channel? Shout it out.
Card.
Shout it out.
It's well, see, I feel like your audience is a little more...
Do I come across as a right winger? I probably do.
You come across as not all men are.
Not all men?
Are, yeah.
Well, why do feminists have a problem with that term? Because we're not all Donald fucking Trump, right? You obviously, I don't need to like mansplain that to you.
This is literally the kind of stuff, I'm a new couple, that
Cool.
I cover in my channel.
Topless topics.
I'm a free the nipple advocate. If a guy can go without a shirt, why can't a girl?
You know what? I agree with you, but here's the thing. I can't advocate for that because people are just going to think I'm a pervert.
Yes, you can. I hear that a lot. Yes, you can.
And that's kind of a fucked up thing we put on men, isn't it?
Thing. How do you... What?
It's a fucked up thing that we put on men and boys that...
Well, that's the thing that we try to fight a lot is, you know, buzzwords, oh, she's a feminazi. The thing about a lot of things that people bring up is like, oh, well, if I do that, people are going to call me gay. Yeah, other guys. The patriarchy hurts men too.
I don't see how that makes sense. Because if the system's set up to benefit me, how can it hurt me? If the system is set up for my benefit and my...
Apples and oranges. Benefit, yes, you'll be more likely to get... Can I see the other side? Oh, sorry. It's from the last one. Your benefits come in the form of, again, being more likely to get picked for a job or whatever. Your drawbacks come from treatment by other guys. Who are you afraid is going to attack you? Like you just said, oh, you can't be a supporter of Free the Nipple, or you're going to get called a pervert.
No particular gender, really.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're backpedaling on that.
No particular gender is going to call me a pervert. I just think in general, a guy can't go around saying, yeah, free the tits, yeah.
Here's another
because you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like kids.
Oh, well,
Here's
whatever.
Another great thing to keep in mind, and I'm again paraphrasing. Guys are worried that girls will laugh at them. Girls are worried that guys will rape them or kill them. It's literally like if a girl is walking around without a shirt, what's gonna happen? She might literally get followed behind the back corner and, you know, raped behind a dumpster.
Of course you're aware that the vast majority of victims of violence are men.
Yes, by other men!
Wait, but that's moving the goalpost. That's your fallacy. So before you were saying that it's the problem is that women are being attacked, I pointed out that it's actually more men being attacked. And then you move the goalpost to, well, it's men doing it.
I'm moving the goalpost by saying that men are causing the problem that other men are suffering from. I literally just said the patriarchy hurts everybody. Okay.
But it doesn't. But it doesn't oppress. It doesn't oppress me.
I'm not mentally prepared right now for engagement with you.
Okay.
Hello to everyone on your channel. I invite you going to my channel and telling me what a feminazi cut I am. I'm used to it.
No, I enjoy a lot of feminist channels. I like libertarian socialist rants.
But if you are actually interested in having a conversation,
sure,
you need to work on
maybe a live stream or something. I mean, if you have more sleep, we have more sleep.
Yeah, sure.
More food in my belly. I have no food right now.
Go ahead, send me a message. I'm actually in the middle of putting together a website where I want to do interviews and get other people's content and make it a community, not just me.
Cool.
So
wait, we lost the march, didn't we?
It kind of fell apart really fast.
I want to ask more questions.
And you're like the third white guy to walk up to me and just start talking at me, so it's kind of.
Why is it focusing on skin color and gender and why?
You are the third white guy to come up and start talking to me. Since the march 2 blocks ago, 3 guys have gone up to me and started
I'm not one of those.
You know, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I'm just trying to march, but okay.
I'm not one of those, oh, I don't see color people, but at the same time, it's like, why does that have to be the lens through which people on the left view everything? Why do you think that is?
I'm not gonna go right now, dude. There's nothing I can say that's gonna convince you and yours.
Maybe.
My way. And I am not
I've been convinced. I've been convinced by pro-choice and pro-birth control, sex education. Those are.
I'm not saying that I can't ever. I'm saying.
And I wasn't previously. I was brought up conservative and I didn't agree with that stuff, and now I do. I was won over on certain things. You know what I mean?
What are you doing right now?
What do you mean?
I'm done.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
going. Bye.
Thank you. Take it easy. That was interesting. Shit. Can I go?
Just remember, Durst is the worst.
Subscribe, bitch.